Alrighty, I'll go ahead and get started.
Alright.
Okay, it's pronounced, I don't know actually how it's pronounced, but it's spelled Udemy. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm assuming Udemy, I don't know. But to be honest, I just briefly went through it. I noticed there was a huge broad sense of topics that I really liked, which most of them I'm assuming probably have that already. I chose health and fitness just because something I'm interested in, especially with all this downtime. I was like, hey, why not? Might as well learn something new. So it says, it's titled 30-Minute Guide to Supercharging Your Life. I was like, well, sounds pretty interesting. So, yeah, it was only 33 minutes total. So it's really brief, but it was really information heavy and packed, but not overwhelming, which I found helpful. Kind of reminded me of like a YouTube setting series kind of thing. But what I did notice was there was no rubric, no syllabus, nothing as far as like any assessment, which I guess is a good thing. But as far as like comparing that to Discovery, it had no relations at all in that regard. So, but yeah, it was really helpful. Talked about nutrition, some goal setting, and just maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and some fitness in there as well. But yeah, all the lectures were about 5 minutes long, and they had subunits. So there were 7 sections total, and then within it was like 1 to 2 subunits. But yeah, it was, for me, on the outside, I think it lacked substance, but it was like pretty information heavy, if that makes sense. Like there wasn't much to it. It was very knowledgeable. He was very knowledgeable and stuff, but I just didn't feel engaged. But I'm not sure, but I think I remember Dr. Jones saying in the lecture that was kind of what one of the, I guess, criteria for it is it's not necessarily a engaging, interactive course. So with that said, I mean, I guess that's why it would be classified as one of these, but yeah, so that's what I have. Kind of brief, but.
Cool. So you would say you were not satisfied with the design of the course?
So I guess overall I was, because it was really brief, but it told me what I wanted to know. But as far as like engaging, I didn't feel that the course was designed as a course, if that makes sense. It wasn't really like, there was no assessments, there was no organization in that sense. It was just like the information, the lecture, and that's about it. You know what I mean? But
Gotcha.
yeah, it was for what I needed. I think it, did the job. So.
Cool. What about you, Brandon? What'd you pick?
So I used this one called EDU course, and I found Instructional Design Foundations and Applications as a course on there. It had a syllabus and an orientation. There were multiple videos, and can y'all hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Or is the road noise really horrible?
The train is going. Sorry.
We're driving through Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Okay. So there's the syllabus, and it had multiple videos, and it had readings with it. So I thought that was really well put together. And then it had the discussion forums, and it actually had videos on there that explained to you how to use the discussion forums as well. So I felt like that was really good because it kind of teaches you how to participate. And then moving through into that, it has, if you can iPhone, it has the different modules broke down, and it explains to you what you're going to study and learn in each module, and then gives you how much time you have to spend and how much work is presented in each module. And then the professor is from University of Illinois, Champaign, where that is. But overall, it looks like it's a really well put together course, because it breaks it all down and kind of explains everything that's expected and everything that you're going to be doing and learning throughout the course. So I'm happy with it.
Cool. What about you, Leah?
So I did Coursera, and then I work in a pharmacy, so I did a drug discovery course, and it was by 2 professors at the University of California, San Diego. and they spoke about how the drug process, how they're created, and then how they go through the trials, and then how they land in the market. And it was broke up in micro learning. It had the different weeks and then the different units in it. It also had quizzes. It had the syllabus. They had discussion boards. There was contact information for the professors, which I thought was cool because most of these courses don't have that. So I really feel like that this course, because I actually did it because I was interested in it. So I went through, I think I'm in week 3 now, and actually did the course. And I felt like it had just as much substantial learning as I've gotten at Asbury. So I didn't have anything against the course. I mean, I feel like that I've done more in this class than I have in a couple classes I've taken with Asbury. So, I mean, everything's here that I needed. The syllabus. There's like a section that instructs you how to take notes and stuff. Like Coursera, you can just what is that called? Closed caption. Like if you can't listen or hear. And you can actually click on it, and then it saves it into your notebook so you can have notes. And then there's a button that you can hit during lectures if you want to save a slide. And then at the very end, the professors had actually offered like their PowerPoints and their presentations like for you to download and keep.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you got a lot out of your course.
Yeah, I thought mine was very good. I really liked mine.
Well, I think I drew the short straw. I signed up for Innovating in a Digital World on Coursera, and briefly, it didn't have a getting started. It didn't have an orientation, no navigation. There was a very brief description that sounded like a business pitch. It had no outlined objectives. The syllabus was just a copy and paste of all of the week's assignments. It didn't have any policies, no help links, no contact links, no grading scales, no rubrics, or professor bios, or professor contact info. The information in the course, the assignments, and what was actually provided content-wise was good, but I would say to take that course, you have to have some sort of technical know-how. Like it's not very friendly to people who aren't familiar with online learning at all. And I wrote in my evaluation, I would give it a C. The content was great, but there was very little organization or design put into it. But it sounds like for the most part, you guys had some success in finding good courses.
Yeah, definitely. So they literally just copied and pasted the content essentially in summary into the.
Yeah, I wrote in my evaluation, I was a little harsh on it, but I said the description made it sound like it was a cash grab because it was basically saying, this course teaches you relevant stuff about digital stuff that you definitely will need, and we're not going to tell you anything about it until you pay for it.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I feel like some of that too comes from the fact that like knowing where the course came from, because like that one, it sounds like it was just like some random person who posted an online course who didn't have any kind of credentials. Versus like the course that I had, it was actually like from a reputable university with professors who were very open about their experiences and the years that they've taught and their degrees. So I feel like maybe where it comes from, because these online courses, they are designed to make money. Give you the certificate.
So I guess you gotta be on the lookout when you're looking at these MOOC courses.
Definitely. I think the one I had was from the University of Illinois or Indiana, one of the two. Is it? The professor was from there, and it was trying to get me to apply for financial aid at the school. It's like,
Well, you guys got any extra comments before we close?
I don't think so.
Well, have a good quarantine.